Today I'm going to talk about something which is really trendy right now, really popular, famous, and maybe there is a real reason for the success of this product. This thing is called Heated Rivalry. Heated Rivalry, the show which for a night turned into one of the most successful shows ever made. It has an amazing storyline, the plot, the scenario, the characters, the different ups and downs in their lives, their personal lives, the difference between the public life and the private life, the judgment, the prejudice, the criticism, the sadness, the happiness, and lots of other really emotional and deep topics like this, which actually made the people addicted to the show. It encourages us to be more brave, to be more open, to show our true and real personality to this world, and to don't feel shame, to have the strength and to don't hide, to be yourself, to express your love and to love whoever you want to love. I personally support all of these ideas presented in the show. We are living in 21st century, but there is still a separation and different treatment towards people with different type of sexuality rather than straight ones. Also people who have a different color skin rather than white skin. It doesn't mean that when you have white skin that this is the normal skin and that the other people have colorful skin. Yes, there is color, but it is also a skin. For me personally, it is the same with the sexuality. Are you straight or whatever? I don't think that even you must put a label to be like, I'm this and I'm that. But let's don't lie ourselves. There is still some separation. Some people are still bullied about their sexuality or about their origin. I'm going to talk about one specific thing. I like the show, the plot, the storyline, the characters, and I really understand why people are obsessed with it and why they're addicted to watch it. I'm going to talk about the relationship between Ilya Rozanov and his parents. For me, this moment when Ilya Rozanov was explaining to his boyfriend the relationship between him and his parents is a really important moment in the whole show. In this dialogue, he explained that he is doing whatever he is capable to do and whatever he's able to do for his parents and his relatives. He said that he's paying for everything, he's trying to provide them a really good food, the clothes which they want, and everything which they want to make them comfortable and to make them feel good. Especially these moments about the food, the clothes, also that he was trying to create the best tomb, for his father, I think so. His father had died. Only Ilya's brother had the chance to look after for their father, and this is a really painful thing about Ilya because he wanted to be next to his father in his last days and last moments. At the first glance, first interaction, Ilya Rozanov, the character in the show, he looks like, for me personally, like the coldest one. His face, his interaction with strangers, with new people, with enemies while he's playing, with teammates, he looks like a cold person. But the food, the clothes, these are elements which are showing his nurturing side. Deeply inside, he's an emotionally soft person, kind, supportive person, sensitive, who wants to be helpful, a person who takes care about others. When you want to provide the best food, when you want to provide the best clothes, this means that you care about this person. At the end, maybe as act of thankfulness, his parents and relatives are like, more. We want more, give us more. This is not enough, you need to do more, you need to be better, you need to keep going and working harder and harder and harder because we want more. And this is not enough. That is not enough at all. First of all, let's start from there that it doesn't matter is someone your mother, father, cousin, uncle, aunt, or whatever. The fact that they are some type of relative of yours, it doesn't mean that they can do whatever they want. It doesn't mean that They can use you however they want, because I personally think that in this situation, in this particular situation, his relatives are only using him to have financial benefits overall, a better comfort, a better life because of him, but nobody of them cared about him as a person. I don't know why so many people feel obligated because someone is your mother, someone is your father, and they feel obligated, and it's like a must that you have to help these people, you have to give them money, you have to provide them better quality of life. Maybe they don't deserve it at all. Maybe through your entire life they have been treating you in an awful way, and they weren't parents, they were something else, maybe monsters or ghosts. If you're scared from your parents because they have been, maybe they still are, abusing you physically or mentally, and you are just scared of them, these are the monster parents. The parents, they need to be a symbol of safety, of emotional support, of a place where you will be understood and where you will be protected. But if you don't have this sensation, these are the ghost parents. They just don't exist, they don't care about you, they are careless, and they don't care that they have a child. This is what I mean and what I want to say when I use the phrases ghost parents and monster parents. The fact that someone is from the same bloodline as you, it doesn't mean that you have to get along together. It doesn't mean that you have to be best friends, that you have to talk, even, because there are so many kids and parents who are not talking with each other because they just can't stand themselves. Unfortunately, the fact that someone is your parent, there is a huge chance this person or two of them only to be called parents, to have it as a nickname but not as a role in your life. And I don't know why so many people feel obligated that you have to help them, you have to even talk to them. If they're treating you badly, if they're abusing you, it doesn't matter because they're your parents. You have to do everything for them, but they don't have to do the same for you. Maybe you can afford and you have the financial independence to provide them much better quality of life. But if they don't deserve it, you don't have to do it. If they don't respect you, if they don't love you, if they don't care about you as a human being and about your emotions, about your needs, why you need to care about their needs? Why you need to satisfy every single one of their desires and their needs when nobody of them cares about you? This was about the financial side and how his family is using him for money. But now let's talk about the conditional love. People say that the parents should love unconditionally. The unconditional love is something which barely exists. The unconditional love is to love someone no matter what they have done or no matter what has happened to them. Unfortunately, a lot of parents love their kids if, only if, I will love you only if you become a doctor. I will love you if you have wife and 3 kids. I will love you if you have a good grades. In this way, the parents understand really easily that, especially when their kids are little, they can control them. Because when the kids are little, the parents need to be a symbol of safety, of protection, of a place where someone will hug you, will kiss you, will calm you down, and will protect you from the evil world. Kids and adults, everyone needs love. So by using the conditional love, the parents can teach their kids that they're loved and that they receive love only when they're doing whatever their parents want. This is the easiest way to manipulate and to control your children, actually. About Ilya's family, this is what they're doing. They're loving him conditionally, only if he's able to provide this and that for them, whatever they want. Otherwise, no. In conclusion, this is my personal opinion that you are not obligated to support someone in financial way or whatever other way, because they are your parents, your relatives, your friends. If these people are ungrateful and if they don't accept you and they don't love you, they are only called, family and parents, but actually they are not real ones. The fact that you are a child of someone, it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your life only to help this person and to support them, to provide them better lifestyle, better quality of life, better life standard. And you have to be kind, polite, you have to be supportive, you have to be a good kid, even despite the fact that they have treated you in the worst possible way and maybe they're still doing it. You have to love them and you have to be polite to them. You need to look after to them. You need to take care about them. No, I don't think that you have to, because this is your life and you are living your own life, and whatever you have is yours, and your life is not dedicated to help someone because they are your parents. For instance, Ilya Rozanov's family, when they don't love you, when actually they hate you, when they use you only for your money and for whatever you can provide to them, why? Why to be supportive? Why to help them? Why to even communicate with them? If someone don't love you, they don't deserve you, your attention, your finances, your time, or your love.